Hey there, so it's Monday, so I'm starting the new vlog for the week. I tried to upload last week and it said it was at YouTube and it was processing, and it did it all night and it still was not done, so I deleted it and I'm gonna have to wait till I get home to get last week's vlog up. But now we just got done checking out at the motel at Starrett Creek, and now we're headed to the Osage River because there's a really nice area.
Downtown Warsaw.
Yeah, in downtown Warsaw that we showed you guys last week of us walking on and stuff. And so we're gonna do a little sea-doo on the river and then we'll head home. But anyway, I wanted to start the week off and it's starting off great. And I'll talk to you again soon. And we'll show you the river. So we're on the river. No GoPro today, the battery's dead. But there's the other side of the dam. And then over there is the observation deck from the one place we were at, the visitor center.
Looks like there's a park over here.
Yeah, now we're on the river.
The guy's fishing.
I'm driving today, at least so far.
I'm passenger.
I'm just sitting here in neutral.
Look at the sun's coming out.
So, we've
Hi, guys.
gone about
My hair's erect.
12 to 15 miles down the river.
Actually, if we go a few more, we're actually going to be at the Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah, so we're going to keep going a little bit and get into the Lake of the Ozarks a little bit.
Yeah.
And the river is really nice.
It's really calm. It opens up. It starts to, you have a little bit more development like houses and docks and stuff once you get on up the river a little bit. But it's really nice. It's really wide here. There's other little coves and inlets all along the way. So, yeah, beautiful day.
It's been really
I
great.
can hear a duck. They're having a duck choir practicing over in the distance.
It's just really peaceful.
It is. Maybe it's geese.
Yeah, that sounds like geese. Now we're gonna go further down that way. We made a friend who's over here visiting us. We're wiping the sea-doo down. Yeah, he's a friendly duck. Aren't you? And he pooped. Oh, don't do that. Ew. Go get you a proper drink of water. I love how ducks walk. I think they're so graceful on the water. And they're just adorable out of water. He keeps going up to all the people. He's looking for food.
You coming? Are you scared? Did something scare
He
you?
can fly. We've seen him fly.
My buddy.
He likes Brian.
My duck, buddy.
Oh man, he keeps pooping.
He just pooped earlier.
Like that's the third time now. Twice
Well,
on camera.
Twice on camera.
Yep.
Get out of here, you hooper.
No, he's a sweet boy or girl. I honestly don't know how to tell the difference on these kinds of ducks. I know on a mallard, but I don't know on this kind. So she had her first trip to Truman Lake, and she had her first trip to the Osage River.
And
over in Warsaw.
The very back end of the lake of the Ozarks by the end of it.
And now we're gonna head home and probably stop for some fast food on the way home. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday, and I was going to go to the gym, and then I changed my mind. So I'm gonna go to Target. We got home from the lake Monday, and then, you know, just kind of unpacked and all that kind of stuff. And then Tuesday was back to work, and it was a pretty normal day. And I went to the gym yesterday, and yesterday Brian couldn't eat all day because this morning he had a colonoscopy, his very first one, a screening colonoscopy, because he just turned 51 in May, and so all day yesterday he could not eat, and I felt bad, and so kind of like as a solidarity thing with him, I didn't eat all day yesterday either. So neither one of us ate yesterday, and then today we didn't eat until noon. His procedure was, we left to go to that at 7:30 this morning, and then I just sat in the parking lot at the hospital because it was just like a couple of hours, and so I sat in my car and played Animal Crossing and Cozy Grove and just, you know, played around on my phone for a while until he got done. And they said he had a few little tiny polyps that they're sending off to check out, and so he should hear back in a couple of weeks if there's anything to make of that. And then but I had to get back because when he got done, he didn't even seem like he had been put under or anything. He was like ready to go eat. He was like, "You want to go eat somewhere?" And I'm like, "I can't, because I needed to get back to go to a meeting that was important." But I was like, if you want to wait till after that meeting, then we can go to IHOP, because he kept saying he wanted breakfast food. And so at noon we went to IHOP. And then I don't know if it was from not eating all day yesterday and then not eating until noon today, but my stomach has been kind of hurting ever since then. It's 3:42 right now. And anyway, like I said, I was going to go to the gym, and then I just changed my mind. And so yeah, going to Target. Because I still wanted to walk around a little bit. And tomorrow I have a hair appointment. I swear it feels like I just had one. That 6 weeks went by really fast. And so after I go to Target, I'm going to come home, take a shower, and then just chill out for the rest of the night. Just not much. I think this weekend we might go to Blue Springs Lake. That's a lake I think we've gone to and showed you from land, because, you know, we didn't have our Sea-Doo the last time we went to that lake. So I think we might do that this weekend. And then Brian called and made an appointment to get a hitch installed on the Jeep. We have one on the truck, but he would kind of like to not always, you know, put all the miles on the truck for every time we go somewhere. So we're going to get one installed on the Jeep. So he's got an appointment on the 29th to get one of those installed. And then we're going to mid-June, so the middle of this month, he has another trip. He planned this trip like around the same time he planned our trip to Sterrett Creek, where we went last week. Only this one is at the Lake of the Ozarks, but instead of being normally when we go to the lake, we stay around like Horseshoe Bend. And so it's kind of like the end of this really nice peninsula. I'm having a hard time finding words today. But the place he's going to stay is more towards Gravois Mills, I think he said. So it's like not as far down as we normally go. So we're going there for 3 nights to a place we've never stayed. So that's going to be another cool experience to go somewhere else we've never stayed. I'm thinking it might be a little bit more rustic, like Starrett Creek was. And then in July is when we go for our big trip to the Lake of the Ozarks, where we stay in the nice condo. So, and then in the middle, we'll be going to the local lakes and stuff and just enjoying the summer. So yeah, that's just kind of a little update of what else has been going on for the week so far. But I'll talk to you again soon. Hey guys, so it's Thursday. I'm on my way to Ulta for my hair appointment. It looks like it's snowing. There's like those cottonwood trees are like letting loose, and so even when I opened the garage, a bunch of them, the little puffs, I don't know, seeds is what they are, that are floating around, went in the garage. And then at the corners of the yard, like all along the perimeter of the yard, it looks like fluffy snow from where they're all piling up. Brian's mowing the lawn right now, so that'll probably get rid of some of them. But I just got off work, and so yeah, like I said, now I'm heading to Ulta. I don't know if they're still doing the masks there. So many of the stores now, if you're vaccinated, you don't need to wear a mask. They're not like checking, so I'm sure there's people that haven't been vaccinated that aren't wearing masks, but that's their choice. I'm pretty much just worried about me. So over the last couple of evenings, and then like last night and the night before, and then I finished up today, but I went ahead and did the Missouri Boaters Education. You don't have to take that course or get your boating license if you were born before January 1 of 1984. But I kind of just wanted to, learn more and go ahead and get my boating license, even though I don't actually need it, because I just wanted to be safe and stuff. I don't know. And after doing it, took several hours. And then you have to do like a test, a 60-question test, and then you have to pass it at least 80% to pass the course. I passed it with 96%, and so I've got my temporary piece of paper, and then they'll mail the actual, not a certificate, but the card. And then the next time I get my license renewed, if I take that card, I can just get a little symbol put on my driver's license, which my driver's license doesn't expire until, I want to say 2024. But I did learn several things in that class. Really nothing that Brian hadn't already kind of taught me. The things I learned about really were more for other areas besides Missouri, because the class, if you have your boating registration, you can, or not registration, like boating license, it goes for more than just your state, like if you're going to go visit another state or whatever. So I learned things, about oceans and the rules there and everything, even though I don't think we'll ever be taking our Sea-Doo to the ocean. But it was still interesting. And then it's a lot of boat information, even though we don't have a boat. They did also have personal watercraft information, and I did have to pay. So Brian was like, why are you paying to take something you don't really need to take? And it was like, I just felt like I wanted to take it for the safety elements of it. And so I'm glad I did. It cost me $41.50, but I have my boating registration or my boating license now, even though I don't need it. If you're born before January 1 of 1984, just your regular driver's license works. And that was like a law Missouri passed, I think it said in 2005. So before either one of our kids want to drive the Sea-Doo, they have to take that class. But now I've done it, and so I can let them know what it was like and stuff. So it's nice and sunny out today. We were thinking, if I didn't have my hair appointment and Brian didn't have the lawn to mow, we might have actually went to the lake, like the closer lake, and went out on the Sea-Doo for a bit, but he really needs to mow the lawn. I got a bunch of gray I want to get out of my hair, so we're doing that stuff. And then after I'm done with my hair, I'm gonna call him and see. I'm gonna pick up Panera on my way home. And then tomorrow is Friday, and I do think tomorrow we're gonna go out on the Sea-Doo. And it's really cool because the weather is warmed up this week, and so we can just dress. We don't have to worry about a wetsuit or anything to stay warm. I don't know if we'll be getting in the water though. I think the water's still pretty chilly. Brian might be braver than me when it comes to that. He's braver than me around water just in general because he's a very strong swimmer. When he was a kid, his mom put him through, or his mom and dad put him through swim lessons and stuff, and he went so far as to where he could have been a lifeguard if he wanted to. And we actually did the same thing with our two kids when they were really young, started them in swimming lessons, and so they're both very good at swimming. But I'm not. I really can't swim. I mean, I can do like floating on my back and stuff like that, but I'm not confident in the water, so I'm always wearing like a life jacket. Well, PWCs you have to, but I've even worn life jackets on like boats and stuff. And then like when we go to get into the lake, I would always have a life jacket on, where Brian, he could just get in without anything. He can't now, not with our PWC, because it's required to have a life jacket, but maybe one of these days I don't know, I probably won't go take swimming lessons. I think I would just feel really weird. But I made some homemade popsicles. I'm going to try them out tonight in a homemade being. I used a popsicle mold and some Dole juice in a carton. I think the one I made was pineapple, orange, banana. So that's about as homemade as it got. So I'll be trying one of those out later. Anyway, I'm just going to keep heading to Ulta. Just wanted to give you a little update. And now I'm out of light, so my hair is done, and I just tried to call Brian to see what he wanted at Ulta, and he didn't answer the phones, or not Ulta, to see what he wanted at Panera, but he didn't answer the phone, so I think he must still be mowing. So I texted him and told him to kill some time, since he's not answering the phone. I'm just gonna have to run into Marshall's, So I'm gonna go over to Marshall's just to basically kill some time, and then told him to text me with what he wants from Panera. And I use the app for Panera, so then I just do like a order pickup or whatever. So yeah, that's just the little update. I'm going to Marshall's. Hey guys, so it's Friday and we are headed to Blue Springs Lake. Is that what it's called? Just Blue Springs Lake?
I think Blue Springs Lake, maybe Reservoir, a lot of them say, but it's lake.
With the Sea-Doo.
Blue Springs, Missouri. Because I know there's other Blue Springs.
I know my hair looks weird. I've got it piled on top of my head because when I wear it in a ponytail and then we're on the Sea-Doo, my hair gets so tangled And so I'm gonna see if this works. We're just piling it up and then put my hat on top of it. Hopefully it'll go on and everything. But I just feel like I'm damaging my hair because I'm pulling a bunch of hair out when I try to brush it out after that. But so yeah, got off work a couple hours early. I've been logging on like earlier in the mornings and skipping my lunch and stuff. So and Mr. Brian here can set his own hours. So we're taking the Sea-Doo out on this Friday. So yay.
Yay.
Okay guys, we're going out with Angie, just us. Brian went out by himself for a little bit, just a few minutes. So we're gonna go out by ourselves. Well, I say us because you're here, but me by myself. Just waiting to get past the no wake zone. We are at Blue Springs Lake. Almost past the no wake zone. I feel so exhilarated right now. That was the sound of the Bluetooth turning off. Probably because it's hooked to Brian's phone and Brian's up on the dock. So right now I'm just trying to make sure that I'm careful of the other boats. And we're in a no-wake zone, so I'm being careful. There's a boat launching. Well, that was a blast.
All right, guys, it's back to Brian and Angie, both of us. Brian's driving. We're out here on Blue Springs Lake in Blue Springs, Missouri, and we're just enjoying the Friday afternoon. Lake's getting a little crowded, but it's probably the warmest, sunniest day we've had so far this season. I was actually able to get in the water today for the first time. Temp is 72 degrees water temp, so it's a little chilly at first, but you get used to it. Here we go. Holding on. Lake's rough today. Lots of boats out this afternoon.
Okay, now we're headed back home. We're gonna wipe the Sea-Doo down. It's like 5:38 right now. We had a blast.
Had a good time. It was fun.
And I think we're gonna go see a movie. We have not been to the movie
Forever. It's been a long
months.
time. That's probably the case for a lot of people.
Yeah, you guys know. But I want to go see The Conjuring 3. The Devil Made Me Do It, I think is what it's called.
I tell Angie that every day.
But anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get home, and I think I already said wipe the Sea-Doo down, and then get ready and head to a movie. Okay, we just got done seeing The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. It was good. We liked it. I like the main Conjuring. There's like a whole another set of movies in the Conjuring universe, like The Nun and Annabelle and stuff like that. But I like the main ones. So I really like the first three. Probably if I rated them in order, number 2, number 1, number 3. Well, that would be my ratings. Hey guys, so it is Saturday, and what time is it? About 9:15. And Brian had a work thing. He has to go do a bid this morning, and So I'm in the middle of doing laundry, and then later we are going to go to Longview Lake. We're going to go to a different lake. But I'm running down to Target, favorite place, because we need paper towels, Brian needs creamer, and I want to get a birthday card for my youngest because his birthday is tomorrow and I don't have a card. And he doesn't really care about cards, so, it's not like I need to try to find one that's like super mushy or anything, because I don't think he kind of likes the funny things, so I might try to find a humorous card. But yeah. Oh, so Brian and I were talking. I had told him we've got some Sea-Doo footage with the GoPro we'll have in this vlog, but I'm not going to keep doing that because it's fun and all for us, or if you're interested in a Sea-Doo, like Brian is like obsessed with being on YouTube watching Sea-Doo videos or jet skis or just whatever kind of personal watercraft. But I was like, I think that'd be boring if I just keep on showing it in my vlogs. So I told him I was thinking about, like, when we do GoPro footage or whatever, just having maybe a separate playlist on my channel that's just that. So then if people are interested in it, they could just go to that, And he was like, well, why don't you just make another channel and it could be like, Brian and Angie's Sea-Doo adventures or just something. I don't know what we would call it, but so I'm thinking about that. I don't really know. I've never done a second channel, so I don't know how all that works. So I'd have to do a little bit of looking into how that works. But I just figured, and you guys can let me know if you disagree, but I just think after a while, probably after a couple of vlogs, like I think this will be the second one I'll have GoPro of the Sea-Doo in, that'd just get kind of boring. Super, super fun when you're the one filming it and you're on the Sea-Doo and stuff, but I would think from watching it, it would just look like, even if we're on a different lake, it just kind of looks like the same thing, So anyway, I'm either going to have a separate playlist, or, because Brian loves watching the ones that we video, he'll watch that over and over and over again. So I'll either do a separate playlist or I'll start a separate channel. Or both. Maybe I'll do both. I don't know. I do know that even if we did do a second channel, I'm not going to start putting like all that would be there. I was telling him would, to me, unless he wants to do some kind of a separate thing on his own, like if he goes out or if he shares more about the Sea-Doo, like I don't know, when he learns to change the oil or just different things like that. It's going to be specific to that kind of stuff. So if we go on a vacation somewhere, and you know how like when we go somewhere on vacation, I like to show you like the condo or the cabin or the hotel or whatever it is we stay in, and I just take you along with us on the adventure on our little vacation. That'd still be in the vlog. It would just be, because I told him, I said, even maybe if we do the second channel, not even really talk, except just to say what lake we're on, in case somebody's interested, and maybe put a link to the lake or whatever, and then just have it be the GoPro footage of the Sea-Doo in action for the people that like to watch that stuff. We'll figure it out. But that GoPro is really awesome. You can see where, like if you look, because we have a wrist thing. It's got several different things, but the wrist seems to be what we like so far the best, because you can see the speedometer, you can see like the controls on the Sea-Doo, plus the water in the front of the Sea-Doo and stuff. And if we had something just like hooked to the front of the Sea-Doo, it would just show you the water. And I don't know. Anyway, I forgot what I was even going to say because I started to ramble. I don't know. Oh, okay. What I was going to say is like if you look at the part like my hand or Brian's hand and the front, you can see where we're bouncing and stuff, because you do, you know, as you're going across the waves or the wakes in the water. But then if you're looking at like the sky and the top of the water and everything, it's smooth. It's really cool. If I was trying to do that on my iPhone, oh, look at me, I'm angelic and glowing. But anyway, I'm at Target now. So, sun. Hey there. So, I am done in Target. And I got the paper towels and creamer and the card. But then I also picked a couple of these up. I was thinking maybe these would be good for the Sea-Doo. You have to blow them up for the ring, but it says it's supposed to be 3 times faster inflation. So we've had something similar to this a long time ago, and they blew up really easy. So we're gonna see. And I got this color, so the outside's like that color, and then I got this one for me, and then Brian just all blue. So we'll see. I'll see what, you can kind of see the colors on the back. I'll see what he thinks, but I think that these seem like they'll fit. We have like a box that sits on the back of the Sea-Doo that we bought when we went to pick the Sea-Doo up, and that's been really handy, that box, for holding like our ropes and stuff. So, and then even if they won't, we can bungee them. But we'll see. I'll see what he thinks. I kept my receipt just in case he doesn't think they'll work out. But yesterday, he got in the water. He just like jumped right into the water in his life jacket. And of course, you go underwater when you just jump, and you pop right back up. But that's not me. I don't like to do that. This might be really vain, but I don't like to get the lake water in my hair. I also don't like to get pool water in my hair. I just, you know, it's just, I know that's totally a vain thing, but that's just me. I also feel uncomfortable when water gets up to my neck. So, you know, that's just, I feel like I can't breathe right. I think it just goes to not being able to swim. But anyway, so he did that, and basically what I did to cool, and the water was really cold, what I did to cool off was just sat on the back of the Sea-Doo and dangled my legs off the side, and which worked. But if I would have had something where because like when we rent boats, we'll usually have we have these, they're called noodle chairs, but you know, like the noodles, those foam long tubes that you can float with in the water. Well, you can buy these attachments that you put on them that kind of turns the chair into a noodle, and that's what we always would take on a boat, because I'm perfectly comfortable just getting off like the back ladder of a boat and sitting on one of those noodle chairs and just floating around. I feel just fine doing that. But I think something like that would be a little, with the paper towels, would be a little unruly trying to transport on the Sea-Doo, where I think these might work. And then even if we change, like if we go to one cove and lay around and then want to go to another one, it seems like these would easily deflate, and then you just kind of fold them up. I mean, he might feel like that's just too much trouble, you know, blowing them up and deflating them and re-blowing them up, but, or maybe we'll just do one, because since he's comfortable in the water, although yesterday he was saying he wishes he could have some parts, he was like, I wish I had like a noodle or something to just kind of rest my feet on, so he didn't have to be all the way in the water, you know. So we'll see. I also bought some electrical tape, which I know Brian has electrical tape, but it was only $2, and it was like 3M brand, and it's vinyl, and it like was real good for real super hot temperatures, real cold temperatures, all that. Well, the reason I bought it was we have some of these shorter carabiners that would be nice, except the wire on the, or not carabiners, bungee cords, the like little hook on the end of the cord is not, it's just metal. There's no vinyl coating or anything, and I figured, and we didn't want to use them on the Sea-Doo because we don't want that to scratch the fiberglass or the polymer or anything. So I figured I could wrap them and then we could use them. Today, when we go out, we're planning on packing a picnic. Like we're gonna stop at like the grocery store. We're gonna get ice and stuff in the cooler, and then stop and get sandwiches. And I think we're just gonna we think we're just gonna put it in the truck, and then when we're ready for some lunch, pull up to the marina and just, you know, dock the Sea-Doo and then go eat lunch. Like yesterday at Blue Springs Lake, their marina usually sells like hot dogs and pizza and stuff, but they didn't have any of that out. So she said they were gonna get it. I guess they had sold out of a lot of that stuff over Memorial Day weekend because they were a lot more crowded than they thought they would be. So we just ended up getting a bag of chips and a drink and just kind of sitting there. You know, we'd like to watch people take their vessels on and off the water, their boats and stuff. And so we just sat and watched that. And then we took turns going out on the Sea-Doo by ourselves. Not for very long, I mean like 10 minutes apiece, which was fun. And I am so embarrassed over my video though, because I like Yahoo'd, and it was like it just came out because I was having so much fun. But then we were watching the video last night and I was like, oh my god, I felt like I was just really embarrassed. But anyway, I just pretty much went in, got what I needed, and went out because I need to keep working on the laundry and clean up around the house a little bit because I've been neglecting that. So just, you know, a few things before we go out on the lake. It's going to be another beautiful, sunny, warm day, perfect lake day. So I'll show the lake to you when we get there, but I'm not going to do like I said, well, we talked about this earlier, I'm not going to GoPro every single time because I think that just gets boring. But anyway. Hey guys, so here we go again, this time to Longview Lake with the Sea-Doo. And
That's the one closest to our house.
I got my hair in another crazy pull-up thing so that it doesn't tangle up when I get my hat on. But this time I'm trying barrettes, so it's something more flat to my head. But it worked yesterday with the clip, except I look like a cone head because you can see the clip through my hat. But anyway, we're gonna have another bumpy ride here. We're gonna have another nice time on the lake. So we are like anchored to a tree right now. I just got out of the water. I was floating in the water with Brian. It's cold, the water, but it feels like when you first get in a swimming pool for the season, how it's really cold, but then you get used to it. It was like that. So I'll show you our little setup, how we've got ourselves anchored. So we're hooked to this tree, just kind of floating. The wind is coming from, or it's coming towards us, so it's just pushes us away from the tree, so the Sea-Doo is not going to hit the tree or anything. And there's Brian down in the water.
Chill time.
He's floating on one of those chairs that I showed you guys that I bought, and it blew up really super fast. So it'll be interesting to see how good it goes when you put it up. We've just been chilling out. It's been really
It's a nice little spot because you got the one ramp, the smaller ramps over there. You can kind of watch the ramp. And there's kind of where the people will beach jet skis. But I don't need to beach it. I just anchor on a tree.
Yeah, and we saw Water Patrol earlier. He was like kind of checking out people over there, and we're thinking maybe he'll come check us out, but he didn't. I mean, not like we're not doing anything illegal or anything.
We look too safe.
Yeah, we look too safe.
We look too safe and responsible to draw the attention of Water Patrol.
I told Brian, I said, for all we know, he could have looked over here with binoculars and saw that we don't have any alcohol or anything, and we're just anchored to this tree and just floating along in the water.
Angie had a tree hit her butt.
Yeah, over in the water. Oh, I can see it from here. Hold on. Let me be careful here. I don't know if you can see it down in the water there, but there's a tree down there, and it hit me in the butt. Hey guys, so we're home now, and I changed out of my wet clothes, and I have like these little terry cloth, just comfortable throw on dresses. I don't know what to call them, but so we just got done wiping down the Sea-Doo, and so I think I'm gonna go take a shower, and then Brian's gonna go over to a friend of his, Frank's. You guys have heard of him, and I think there's some fights tonight. But anyway, I'm just gonna take a shower, eat some dinner, probably play some Nintendo, and just chill out for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the vlog up for the week, and start again in the next week. Bye, guys.